Hello everybody, BeMetalways here. Welcome to another heavy metal album review. This week I'm reviewing Obituary with Dying of Everything, released by Relapse Records on January 13th, 2023. Now, quick background on the band. This is an American death metal band, if you don't know it. Formed in Tampa, Florida in 1984. They were a fundamental act in the development of death metal music and are one of the most successful death metal bands of all time. The band has gone through several lineup changes with the Tardy brothers John on vocals and Donald on the drums and Trevor Perez rhythm guitar being the only constant members. Their music is based around heavily groove-based riffs and drumming along with John Tardy's growling vocals, which create their signature brand of death metal. Slowly We Rot is their debut album released on June 14th, 1989, and Obituary were changing death metal with this album. It was a blueprint for a generation of death metal bands to come. Now let's talk about Dying of Everything. This is their this is their 11th studio album and first new album in 5 years. It features 10 crushing death metal songs in 45 minutes. Obituary deliver a masterclass in death metal precision. All in all, the band members' musicianship is top-notch, making for a brutal and satisfying listening experience. The lead single, The Wrong Time, released back in November last year, is still my favorite song on the album. This mid-tempo magnificent groove is a banger. It starts with a somber and dark intro, but soon this sick groovy riff kicks in, displaying the brutal guitar tone of Trevor Perez and the rhythmic skills of Donald Tardy. The barely human vocals of John Tardy confirms that this is classic Obituary. Now, I love the ideas on this song. The chorus is brilliant. You wait for that second call to the track's title, but all you hear is the suffering growl, like, ugh. It's awesome and very subtle. Besides, there are post-chorus parts, there's a bridge, a guitar solo. It's overall quite dynamic. In this album, the band experiments with different tempos and structures, which keeps things interesting and prevents the album from feeling monotonous. Barely Alive, the opening track, is a blazing fucking song with double bass at about 200 BPM. Not sure if this one will be played live because it's quite fast and the guys are aging. Anyways, it's the best Slayer song written by another band in 2023. On the other hand, The Closer Be Warned is a super slow, almost sludge metal song. Other standout tracks include the title track with its nightmare-like bridge, melodic guitar solo, and precise drumming, and also the non-stop groovy single My Will to Live. In terms of songwriting, Obituary continues to deliver on this album. The band has always been known for their ability to craft catchy, memorable death metal songs, and that's definitely the case here. Almost every song on the album is built around a set of killer riffs and memorable hooks. Whether it's the Pantera-like riff and drumming of Without a Conscience, or the memorable chorus of Weaponize the Hate. By the way, the lyrics are also worth mentioning as they often deal with social and political issues and are thought-provoking. If you know what you are looking for, there's nothing really to complain here. It's pure Obituary at its best. But a couple of songs fell short for me and not at the same level of the whole album. That's really my only criticism of this album. So, wrapping up things here, Dying of Everything is a solid addition to Obituary's extensive discography. The band's trademark sound is on full display throughout the album, with heavy chugging riffs and John Tardy's guttural growls leading the charge. The musicianship is tight and precise, with each member of the band delivering a strong performance. Overall, fans of Obituary and death metal in general will find plenty to enjoy on this very good album, which deserves a 82 out of 100. Thanks for being here, for listening, and be metal always.